Last night, we tried our best to survive to 3 AM and not fall asleep while watching this pay-per-view, and today, we're going to try and survive all the excuses and all the BS coming out from Camp WWE. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling, and if it's not WWE making excuses for why you might not have enjoyed the show, it's Triple H lying and claiming that this women's match was somehow epic, and that cannot be further from the truth. The match absolutely sucked. I don't know if Triple H went blind. I don't know if his nose has got so big that it covers his eyes, but he could not have enjoyed this match. Now, some people will say, oh, the Io Sky spot was great. Io Sky jumped off the top of the cage. She would need to jump into my bed for me to think this match was good, okay? One spot doesn't make a good match, and even that spot was very choreographed, looked very fake. You had her standing up there for about a minute while everybody else in the ring had to, gather around and hug each other and hold each other awkwardly, just looking up at Io, just waiting there, not even attempting to move it the way, just standing there for the crash landing. How fake does that look? How phony does that look? But we're supposed to pretend that it was epic. Well, on the other side of the ring, you've got Tiffany Stratton doing a swanton into the ring. Exact same shit. The four women on that side all grouped together, all waiting to try and catch her and break her fall. This stuff looks so fucking fake, yet people want to praise it, man. This isn't fucking wrestling. This is gymnasts. This is acrobats, man. This is just jumping around and showboating. This isn't... Where's the psychology? This doesn't look real. Doesn't fucking look real. Anyway, I'll tell you what's real. In fact, I'll tell you who's not real. Triple H, because the word coming out is that Triple H really enjoyed the women's match. Apparently, people backstage in WWE were really feeling positive. They were really happy about the match, and it's just not possible, okay? The match absolutely sucked. Nia Jax, again, showed why she should not be in the WWE, never mind be a fucking world champion. What an absolute disgrace. How can Nia Jax keep putting in performances like this, yet people will keep bum licking her? And that's a big fucking bum to lick, alright? You could be licking for 10 hours straight and you wouldn't even cover half of that shit. But the point is, why? Why do people pretend she's great? When McMahon was there, everyone told the truth. Everyone said she fucking sucked, and she did. But now that Triple H is there, everyone lies. Team WWE lie, and all these fanboys lie, and they need to pretend that Nia Jax is somehow great when she is not. Anyway, according to WrestleFotes, this is the news backstage. The Women's War Games match that kicked off WWE Survivor Series 2024 was well received behind the scenes at the Rogers Arena in Vancouver on Saturday night. In particular, WWE management and those backstage were all impressed with how well Io Sky's trash can leap off the top of the cage went. They were pleased with how it came off on television, as well as how carefully she was protected by others. But, I mean, that's the problem. She was protected that carefully that the move looked so fucking fake. The move looked so... What is the point? Honestly, if you're just going to make something look fake, listen, if they're all going to stand there with their hands up in there ready to catch her, what's the point of doing the move? If the move looks so safe to the extent where you cannot suspend your disbelief, then why do it? Honestly, man, why do it? Could you imagine Taker and Mick Foley? Could you imagine if they got a crash mat out? Hell in a Cell. 98. Could you imagine if they got a crash mat out for Mick Foley and they sent half the roster, all the jobbers came out, like the headbangers came out and all this stuff, and they were standing at the bottom of the cell for 2 minutes to catch Mankind, to catch Mick Foley, and Undertaker was grabbing Mick, and he was like leaning off the edge, and Undertaker held Mick in place for about a minute to make sure that he got the move just right, to make sure that he got the move to perfection. How fake would that look? How shite would that look? Yet for some reason, it happens today, and we praise it. No, this stuff is fucking garbage, man. It's absolutely garbage, and even if you do enjoy this, One spot doesn't make a match, okay? This match sucked. I don't know why people just can't be honest. Fucking fanboys, man. And the people that are responding, the people that are even accepting the criticism of this show, the only thing they've got to say is, oh, well, it's better than anything AEW's ever... Who cares? I don't give a shit about All Elite Wrestling. Who cares about what AEW is doing? I care about what WWE's doing, and it fucking sucks, man. It does. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. I just, wrestling fan, hate them. Absolutely despise them. I like our subscribers. You guys are great, but, I mean, I look at the majority of them on Twitter, and it's not a fan base you want to be associated with. It's like, it's not people that you want to be grouped together with. Absolutely bloody not. Honestly. Yeah, you might, maybe 10%, 5% of them are cool or whatnot, but nah, majority of them are not. And you know what? Triple H is an absolute liar. He's going to praise these women. He's not going to do anything. Oh, the women's movement. The women are just as good as the men. If men delivered that kind of match, people would be saying it was the worst match ever, and rightfully so. And there would be consequences. There would be fallout, negative fallout. But because the women done it, let's just pretend it was a great match. It wasn't. The match was garbage. The match was absolutely garbage. And then on to the second point here for WrestleFotes. And they said, WWE is gearing up for one of the biggest stretches of significant moments and shows in recent memory, as the next 140 days will include the return of WWE Saturday Night's Main Event, WWE Raw on Netflix debut, a second WWE Saturday Night's Main Event special, a dome-sized WWE Royal Rumble Premium Live event, WWE Elimination Chamber at Skydome and John Cena's final visit to Toronto, WrestleMania 41 Nights 1 and 2. If WWE Survivor Series War Games 2024 felt underwhelming, that was by design, as the moments of the current crop of storylines have to peak multiple times over the aforementioned events. What a load of shite, okay? This wasn't some throwaway Raw. This wasn't a fucking filler SmackDown. This is Survivor Series, one of the big four, a massive pay-per-view that people have went to in Canada, paid big money, a lot of money, expensive tickets to see this show. People sitting up 4 hours, subscribed to the network, watching this show, and they're trying to tell us that it was underwhelming on purpose. No, it was underwhelming because the company sucks, okay? It was underwhelming because the roster sucks. This generation fucking sucks. The current direction of this company absolutely sucks. Triple H sucks. That's why it was underwhelming. It wasn't designed to be underwhelming. Absolute bullshit. Never heard so much crap in my life. Oh, they gave us an underwhelming show because they want to overwhelm us in the shows, in the upcoming shows. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. This is Survivor Series. This was the Bloodline. This is supposed to be the big payoff here. Bloodline versus Blood. Oh, War Games. Let's cream our pants. It's War Games. Triple H loves this match. Whoa. I mean, what a load of shite. To make excuses here is fucking garbage. Absolute garbage. That's like the NFL. That's like the NFC Championship, the AFC Championship game. Quarterback comes out, well, you know what, I wasn't really trying tonight. I wasn't going my hardest because we've got the Super Bowl in 2 weeks. Fuck no. Fuck no, that doesn't happen. Could you imagine the final Raw before WrestleMania? And I'm not talking about current Raw because current wrestling's garbage, but when wrestling was good, imagine Austin and Rock going out there and they just phone it in and they just don't even try, and then they come back and they say to McMahon, I only gave it 20% tonight because WrestleMania is this Sunday, and that's when I'll really try. I want it tonight to be underwhelming so people would be more invested in Mania. No, it's not how it works. It's not how it works. You put an underwhelming show on and you risk the chance of fucking turning away audience. Hate wrestling. Hate it. Absolute despise this wrestling. And you know what, man? It's all fucking lefty mentality. Oh, there's a show that we didn't think was good. There's a show that sucked. There's a show that's bad. Let's make excuses for it. Why not? Let's just be honest. But why not let's just address what's wrong, or just say, you know what? There's no excuses. It wasn't underwhelming on purpose. The show sucked. Alright? Simple as that. Why do we need to try and scrape the excuse barrel for everything at the bottom? You know what? I just don't get it, guys. So nonsense. Let's not pretend that Survivor Series was a throwaway pay-per-view. Let's not pretend that they were sacrificing tonight to try and get better stuff going in the future, right? If you thought this show sucked, then you were right, okay? If you thought this show sucked, then you're entitled to that opinion. Don't let people tell you, or you're wrong for thinking that, or there was a reason you thought that. Yeah, there is a reason. If you thought the show sucked, there's a good reason for that, because the show did suck. And WWE sucks and wrestling sucks. I hate this. Boom period my ass, right? It's the worst period of wrestling ever. It's the most phoniest period of wrestling ever. There's not a star, man. Not a star to be seen. Outside of Punk and Reigns, I'm watching this and there's just... And these guys, honestly, they do not compare to the real stars. The Punk and Reigns, you put them next to Rock and Austin, and they may as well be 2 feet tall. But compared to this current roster, Reigns and Punk, that's as good as it gets, okay? And today, in 2024, the last decade, those are the stars, even though they don't compare to the all-time stars. But still, the point is, other than those two, you've got absolutely nothing. Look at wrestling rosters, man. Look at the rosters back. Everyone was jacked. Everyone could kick your ass. Look at the rosters now, man. It's all full of wee fucking midget pathetic men. Look at AEW. Look at like Darby Allin, Orange Cassidy, Jack Perry. I mean, these guys couldn't fight themselves out of a paper bag. Never mind some bar brawl. I mean, there's no real men, there's no sexy women, it's all fat fucks, man, and trans. Nyla Rose, I don't want to see Nyla fucking Rose. You know what I mean? Bring back Trish Stratus, bring back Stacy Keibler, bring back these fucking thin, in shape women. No, who wants to see Nia Jackson fucking dewdrop? Who wants to see that shite? No, nobody wants... Oh, here's Rhea Ripley coming out looking like a man. Oh, I'm excited. No, I'm not. I don't give a shit. Don't give a shit, guys. Anyway, this show sucked. Wrestling sucks. Catching the next one is what it is. Not gonna lie. We don't lie in this channel. If you enjoyed this, then God help you. What I will say is I thought the main event was alright. But one decent match on like a 3.5 hour show doesn't make it good, alright? It does not. And the first match was diabolical, so yeah, arguably worst match I've ever seen in terms of big match importance on a pay-per-view. That it was... I mean, technically they do treat the War Games as main events, so that's got like that's pretty much close to a main event match, and honestly, I cannot think of a main event match that sucked more than that, so definitely, it was awful. Anyway, guys, that's it. Catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.